I know this is gonna sound mean, but I just need to rant for a minute. Do ugly guys have more confidence than hot men? Because why did I go out dancing last night and the only guys with the balls to come and chat me up were 2s and 3s? And I am not saying that I'm a perfect 10, a goddess of a woman, but I would like to think that I could pull a man who's hotter than the living embodiment of a toe fungus, and yet that's who's coming and flirting with me. And so men, I need y'all to weigh in. I need attractive men specifically to weigh in. Are y'all shy? Is that what the tea is? Are you already booed up? Or are you just so fine that you don't need to approach a woman because they just automatically come up to you? I'm confused. I would like some insight. Please let me know down in the comments.
Now, I'm not an attractive man or anything. I am nothing special, but this is something that a couple things, right? I want to point out that we are dealing with women that are absolutely egotistical, narcissistic, where they honestly don't understand attraction, in my opinion. Because I think we have so many women, particularly on social media, that validates other women. You know, you hear so many women, particularly in the comment section, say, "Oh, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're a 10, you're a goddess, no man deserves you," or all this stuff to honestly pump up your ego. And I think that's making a lot of women deluded, a lot of women egotistical, a lot of women don't understand attraction. Because here's the thing, where I'm not saying this woman's ugly, she's not. She's pretty average at best. Where, in my honest opinion, well, the men that she's attracting is what her attraction level can pull, right? That's why, like, let's say this, like, let's use the number wise, where let's say she's a 5 at best. Well, she's saying 2s and 3s. Okay, well, 2s and 3s, she's only about, let's say a 3. She's 2 points above them. So really, these men don't find that you are around, right, my same attraction level. So I took a shot. Well, let's say this, she's a 5. Let's say a man that's a 7. Why would he go down in attraction level to go after you? I mean, like, if he feels you as below him, the thing that you should be going after him. So this is the thing where a lot of women don't understand. You are attracting men that's at your relative level, or what your level can pull. You usually unattractive women, a 5 or 4, is not attracting the 6, 5, 7. The 6, 7s, and 8s and 9s. They're not pulling those, right? So you don't pull something that you're well above. I mean, that when you are well below, right? That's something that a lot of women seem to not be able to grasp. You are pulling what you can attract. So women like this, honestly, I mean, by her words only, she can't attract the men that she wants. She can't attract attractive men. She's attracting men what her level of attraction can get. So a lot of women don't understand their level, okay? Like I said, I mean, level is relative. It's all about, let's say, all about results. Her results is showing what she said, right? At her attraction level, that is what she can attract. So this is where I find it women, because she's thinking, she's a 5, average at best. But what I said about the ego thing is that a lot of these women thinking that they are 7s, right? 7s, maybe even 8. So the man that's a 3 is well below her, right? If she was a 5, right? If she had the mindset that, okay, I'm average at best, a 5 compared to a 3, it's just 2 points different, so it's not drastic. But I believe a lot of these women thinking that, oh, I'm a 7, I'm an 8, so how dare is this 3 coming up to me? That's the thing I'm talking about. That's the ego, that's the narcissism, where women thinking that, oh, I'm a 7, so at least 7s should be going after me, when actually you're a 5. So no, 7 shouldn't be dying to be with you, just like how you think you are, you're actually a 5, but how dare 3 come up to me? So I'm thinking we are experiencing this kind of very deluded view of attraction, particularly for women, because again, I think this false validation that other women give to other women is really deluding women how they view attraction.
My therapist told me depression shows up differently in Black women because we don't have the option of just not showing up. Have you ever heard the term depress those dishes? We have to show up to school, show up to our jobs, and literally push through everything despite being depressed. Like, we don't have the option of having a messy room like Susie next door. We literally have to have our shit together all the time. We have to look presentable. We have to have our hair on 10, our nails on 10. There just isn't a standard of just existing for us sometimes. And I think that's literally insane. And I was just thinking about that because it's so hard sometimes. Like, I literally want to crash out. And
your therapist is the reason why most people, particularly men, do not trust therapists. They're insane to equate anything with race. It's like, oh, you know what? That white girl, right? She could not do her nails. She could not show up. She could not go to work. She could do all this stuff. She don't have to do all these stuff because she's white. Oh, men, men don't have to do all these things. Men don't have to, men are fine with, it's okay with men being losers because they're men. What? What the fuck are you doing? I swear to God, this is why therapists are absolutely questionable and suck. This is the thing where a lot of therapists, in my opinion, validate their clients' feelings. That's it. That's all you are. You are an echo chamber for your client. You are an echo chamber for their emotional baggages. You're like, oh, you're right. Oh, it's the world. It's not you. You're not the problem. It's the world. You know what? It's white people that are the problem. It's men that are a problem. It's the world. It's the patriarchy. All that shit. It's like, seriously? I swear. And literally, this video proves it. How not saying anything constructive, not kind of saying anything helpful, only validating her pre-existing feelings. It's like, I think I would give therapists so much more credit if they actually tell their clients to have some accountability. Okay? Who cares what the white girl does? Who cares what men do? What do you do? I was like, it's funny, like, okay, as an adult, you could crash out. As an adult, you could not show up. But guess what? As all adults, there are consequences for your actions, right? If you don't look good, you go out, well, people wouldn't care, right? People wouldn't be attracted to you. If you don't go to work, well, you don't fucking make money. I mean, it's like, you think a white person doesn't go to work, they would automatically make money? You think, a white girl, like, doesn't care about her appearance, like, eat like a whole lot of shit, get fat, you think people will treat her the same, love her, just because she's fucking white? It's like, I just, shit like this irritates me, particularly for therapists, because you are meant to help, okay? Help these mentally unstable people. But honestly, you are only enabling them. You are literally the reasoning why they continue to be mentally unstable. I swear to God, therapists are really shitty. This is why a lot of men do not trust therapists. And and women like this just, you can see that what their future will look like. Blame everyone but themselves.
I hate my baby daddy. I hate that stupid bitch so bad. I hate that. I've never hated a motherfucker more in my life. Stupid bitch. It's oh. Him. I hate him. Fuck him. Oh my God. Like, why the fuck?
Watching a video like that, it proves what men say right a lot of times, right? Something like that proves what men right. Men constantly say, "Oh, women love the players, the bad boys, the cheaters, the liars, these toxic men." While when women say, "Oh man, the lonely male epidemic is because you're a jerk." Really? Because more often than not, these jerks, these assholes, these abusers, these liars, these cheaters, these men you hate, always have women, or constantly women go for these men. Women give. This is the thing with a lot of women, right? Where they don't understand. Two of the things are the most treasured thing you can give a man: your body, your womb. And yet, women consistently give their body and or womb to the men that they hate, to the men that they complain about, right? Toxic masculinity, cheaters, liars, abusers. How many stories you hear where women go back to the abusers? Women go back to their ex-boyfriends that they left. Women go back to the cheaters. It's like you hear these stories a lot. Yet women come back to these men, or women choose these types of men. Oh, how could you know these men lie? Really? Men aren't that good at lying. And second, here, fine. Yeah, I guess men lie. Okay? But then what? A lot of these times when women figure out the lies, she still stays with them. Oh, she said, they build up a love connection. Really? So this love connection is so strong, you ignore how terrible of a man this is, right? How terrible a man this guy is. You ignore that. You ignore that he's a cheater, he's a liar, he's an abuser, he's a bad man. You ignore it because of the time you spent with him. So your logical brain thinks that, okay, I'm going to spend more time with him because he's a terrible man. I found out he's a terrible man, so I'm going to spend more time with him. I'm going to give him my body more often. I'm going to even give him more kids, or to give him a kid after I already found he cheated, or after I already found that he's a terrible man, that he lied. This is a thing where I've seen it plenty of times. When women actually see the red flags, they still don't leave. So really, this whole thing that men switch up, men lie, I'm not saying that's necessarily false, but what I'm saying is that, you know what? Men aren't that good at liars. Two, I think more often than not, women lie to themselves. This is me not hating on women, giving women more credit. I think women are actually smarter than they lead on. So I think a lot of women see the red flags quite soon, quite early, because, I think women are smart. But because they're emotional, right? Because, women are very selective. So the man that they select, they assume, they perceive, they hope this man is an actual good man, top tier man, or whatever, a special man, right? He's the one that you pick out of the hundreds or dozens of others. So women are egotistical in that way, where, okay, I picked this man out of dozens and dozens of men that wanted me, I have to stick with it because, don't want to prove myself wrong. So I believe more often than not, women lie to themselves more often than these men lie to them. Women lie to themselves and stay in the relationship hoping that this man would change, hoping that this man would become what she thinks this man should be or is. So, and the worst thing, okay, is that a lot of these women use the type of men they chose, okay? Use the men that they chose, use the men that they gave their body to, their time to, their youth to, and then use that as a template, okay, for all men. So you blame all men are liars, all men are cheaters, all men are terrible, just because of the man that you chose. It's just kind of stupid.
One thing my ex used to do is, like, before we broke up, he used to say that he be talking to other females because, not that I was asking why he was talking to other females. I didn't give a fuck why he was talking to other females. She was doing it. I never questioned why. It didn't matter why you did it, so it don't matter why you did it. But he used to stay saying stuff like, I be talking to other females because they're nice to me and they treat me nice and they don't always have an attitude and they're not mean to me and they're not this and they're not that and they stuff. and they do this and they do that. Yeah, because they don't know who you are. I know the real you. Like, you can go on Instagram and you can find these bitches and you can put up an image. It's easy to put up an image. You can take a bitch out to eat with your last $30, and she's not going to know that. But I'm going to know that you're on your last $30, and I'm irritated. You never cheated on that girl. That's why she don't have no resentment towards you. That's why y'all don't have no animosity towards each other, bitch. We done been through hell and back, bitch. I don't like you. I'm just I don't like you. It's just attachment issues at this point. Like, I don't like your ass. You probably don't like my ass. I mean, fresh off the wake up. You don't be nice to men with no money. You don't be nice to men that cheat. You don't be nice to men that aren't shit. And you don't suck their wee-wees either.
You know, I want to say this, where, one, I think it's really ridiculous when people use, I have all these other women that, want me or that are nice to me. Oh, I have all these men that, want me and try to, give me everything. Okay, great. But why aren't you with these people? I find it really ridiculous when anyone, man or woman, say about, like, you're in a relationship with someone, yet you say all these other people. You didn't choose these other people. If you wanted these other people, go for it. Why didn't you go for it? A lot of people make it a flex. Oh, I have so many men that want me. I have so many women that want me. Okay, cool. Why didn't you pick any of them? We have to understand that, you know what? Out of all the people you could have picked, that was the person you picked. So that shows you that, that person is the one you wanted out of all these other people. So really, it's not a flex that you have so many people want you. It's really not. Okay? Particularly that you have so many people that want you, yet you wanted none of them. So it's not a flex. Now, I also want to say this, where I find it funny with women in particular, and I said this in another video, where women show this, that they desire, their standards are the top tier men, right? High value men, top tier men, whatever, right? Top tier tallness, top tier charm, top tier look, top tier wealth. Those are the men they desire. Those are the men they have standards for. Yet the men that they usually date are losers. They're losers. So it's like women are just weird in that sense, where they date the losers, desire the top tier men, desire the highly desirable men, yet date the losers. The men that, would cheat on them, would abuse them, don't have much money, don't have money to them, they're not stable, they're not even productive adults. It's always with women is one or the other, right? The extreme ends of the spectrum. He has to be broke as shit or wealthy as shit. I was like, what's wrong with women? Those are the only options you see. And I'm assuming because women are dating the broke men or the losers, because probably he's attractive. So this is the thing, where it's either women go for either attractive men or wealthy men. Hopefully wishing that, they're the same man and, same man. But if not, they're going to go for either or, right? It has to be attractive, has to be wealthy. And I'm seeing that this is the way of women nowadays, or not all women, of course, but a lot of women who don't go for men based on personality. Now, like I said, I'm not saying all women, but I'm saying a lot of women are not going men based on personality, all right? And I'm not saying that, at the very least, right, the bare minimum, the bar should be he's a productive adult. But that women ignore. And they definitely don't go for, his personality, his moralities, his principles, his boundaries, what type of man he is. No, it's either how he looks or if he's wealthy. And you see the results of that kind of mating selection.
As a girl who was in her first marriage, now, wait a minute, I'm not saying that this is not my forever marriage, I'm just saying that this is my current marriage, okay? I'm not saying that I'm not gonna be with this man forever, I'm just saying. My advice to you is marry a good-looking man. People can get on here and say, oh, the provider, the connection, but it ain't nothing like somebody pissing you off, and you sitting here like, look at this ugly-ass motherfucker, don't try me, the audacity. Because this having the audacity to piss me off and you ugly, you know what I mean? But when me and my husband are going through things, and I'm just like, ugh, like, I just be like, wow, like, you're so fine, like, you're so good-looking. And I don't care if people think that I'm very shallow for that. I'm just saying that helps and saves him a lot when we're having our little disputes, which we rarely do have, but when we do, I'm never thinking about, oh, can I do this for the rest of my life? I'm usually like, oh my God, I'm so excited to look at this man for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So my best advice to you is marry somebody who look good. So when they piss you off, you're not sitting there pissed off looking at ugly.
I want to say a couple things, right? And I'm gonna preface, I'm not gonna attack her looks when you could. How she started that out shows me that she loves her man. Top priority. How she loves her man on superficial shit. That's how I see it, right? So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I gotta say this, where I just think it's funny that, and it's not surprising. Sometimes we make it seem like it's surprising that a lot of humans are selfish. There's got to be a reason why you're with someone, right? It's like women constantly chastise men. Oh, you objectify women. Oh, you only want her because she's young. Oh, you only want her because she's beautiful. Oh, you only want her because she cooks and clean for you. Okay, wrong or right? Everyone, women do it as well. Oh, you want him because he's attractive. You want him because he's, he's charming. You want him because he's, buys you shit. You want him because he's wealthy. Yeah, that's pretty much human beings. So this is the thing where men don't come on here and say, or like they've only done it recently in my view, in recent years, because women have been complaining and men just matching energy. But men don't come up on here and say, oh, you know what? Women only want the top tier men. Men do it. Men know it. Men know women do. Right? Men know that women are selfish and they want the best they can get. They want something out of it. This is why women ask for a resume, even though they say they don't. They ask for what job you do. They ask for, hobbies. They ask you a whole lot of shit about yourself. So they can see that, judge you if you are right for them, if you are, good for them, if you, whatever. And that's fine. I'm not saying, I'm not against it. Because at the end of the day, we constantly, how we talk and shit, we constantly forget that if you get nothing out of a relationship, why would you be in it? So I just find it funny that a lot of women come on here and chastise men for their standards, right, for their preferences. Yet it's no problem for women to come on here and say whatever shit they want about a man. Get with him because he's good looking. Get with him because he doesn't do 50-50. Get with him because he's wealthy. Get with him. It's like, I see this every day. Women saying, oh, I gotta get with a man that's rich. I gotta get with a man that's good looking. I rarely, if ever, see a woman come on here and say, oh, I want a man that's morally sound, stands on his principle, right? That he's a good man. He treats people with love and respect. His personality is amazing. He's loving, he's caring, he's thoughtful, he's nurturing. It's like, really, I see women plenty of times just talk about superficial shit, how he looks, and how much is in his bank account. Never who he is as a person. So it is what it is. This is why are you surprised that, meatheads, or, men that focus on their looks and thing, right? Men know how women are. Men go by women's actions than their fucking words. This is why men focus on, some men focus on their looks, look maxing. Some men focus on their money, because of women. So I find it just hypocritical that women complain about men, say shit about men, complain about men's standards, complain about men's actions, when honestly, women are no better, and they are the ones to push men to do what men do.
Ladies, y'all might not want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. A man will not date you if he thinks you're ugly. So while you're running around saying, oh, I like ugly men, I want a medium ugly man, the men are not giving women that same grace. A man has never fixed his lips to say, oh, yeah, I want an ugly girl. Ever. And I understand not everybody wants a pretty boy. Date somebody that's cute. Date somebody that's handsome. Date somebody that's attractive. Medium ugly is kind of crazy, girls. Us women will ignore the physical aspect of things because we know the physical isn't the most important thing. But these men will pick you apart. And it's one thing if somebody's like, oh, your man is ugly, and you're like, no, he's fine as fuck to me. That's perfectly fine. But seeking out an ugly man, sister, is a crime. Men hold women to this high-ass beauty standard. And it's crazy because when a man gets on the internet and he says, oh, my girl gotta have this, my girl gotta look like this, and he looks a hot-ass mess, everybody gets in the comments and be like, oh, this coming from you? Yes, it's coming from him because y'all like ugly men, right? So, yes, the ugly men have the audacity to sit here and have these high-ass expectations while looking like shit. We keep up with our maintenance. We keep up with our routines. The most these men do is get haircuts and things. Nails be dirty. Face be looking crazy. Don't have no skincare routine. Nothing like that. And that's okay. That's what y'all keep telling them because y'all like medium ugly. But they will never say that about you.
I think it's funny saying that men tear women down while calling men medium ugly. That ain't a compliment. I want to say this, right? I think it's funny that because this is a very dishonest point, right? Dishonest take. Because here's the thing. Now, I don't necessarily disagree that a lot of men judge women on looks, right? I don't necessarily disagree with that. Now, I'll definitely say that it's the men you choose because at the end of the day, okay, you gotta think of this. By dating statistics, most men find most women attractive. That is statistically true. Most men find most women attractive. We have men that are dating, what is it, the TLC thing, 600-pound women. So you think men's standards are that high? Do you really think men's standards are that high? Men find obese women attractive. Men find the most, I don't know, like really the most like below average women attractive. It's not that hard. I find like a lot of these women kind of funny is that what their problem isn't that, no, men, right? It's not men. It's usually men that they want. Oh, the men that I want wouldn't date me if I'm ugly. Yeah, because the men that you want, you wouldn't date them because whatever, if they're unattractive, if they're poor. So it's like, do you not understand standards and preferences? Why is I honestly believe men have very low standards. I've seen it, right, where men have dated, and I'm saying I think both can, but I think men in general have more low standards. Where I've seen men date women that have 8 kids. Men date women that are madly obese. Men date women that treat them terribly. Men have low standards, right? So, but regardless, it is a dishonest thing to say that, oh, date men. I mean, again, date whoever you want, right? Date whoever you want. If you want to date attractive men, go for it. No one's stopping you. But I do want to say this, right? Is that a lot of women don't understand. Most women find most men unattractive. So, guess what? If you find this man attractive, other women do too. So, I will preference this, that, okay, date whoever you want. If you find that man attractive, date him. The likelihood that other women also find him attractive. So, if you're dating a highly desirable man, do not complain about the consequences of dating very attractive men. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, don't do it. We are all adults. What I'm saying is that if you have the balls to say date only attractive men, and then also come on and complain that, oh, attractive men are cheaters, liars, abusers, womenizers, and all, and don't commit. Do you find stupidity in that?
No, I feel so bad, right? Because this nigga liked me, and I told him to give me $700 right now, and he came back and gave me $400 and said like that's all he had got. So I'm like, well, where's the rest? He's like, well, I'm gonna give it to you Monday. I was like, okay, well, you're gonna have to add on $200 more dollars. This is gonna be Monday, because I need some shit right now. Like I told him I needed my phone right now. I'm telling him like I had lost my phone type shit, but I had got my phone back, and
He's like, okay, I do my day. He showed me his bank account, y'all. Why I left that man $14 in his bank account? I feel so bad. I didn't want to go back and give him the fucking money back because it's like, damn. See, this is why I could not do no hoeing. Y'all want to know why I couldn't do no hoeing? Because, man, y'all, he just told me he been thinking about me all day. And I just met this man. Like, I couldn't do no hoeing. I couldn't do no hoeing because niggas get, like, emotional attachments to you and shit like that. He ain't never had a bitch like me. This nigga work at the motherfucking gas station, bitch. And I'm, oh my God, I feel so bad. Should I feel bad or not? Or should I get this money? Because, like, I don't know.
You know, I could be on here saying she's evil, right? Just really saying a whole lot of shit. But you know what? I have a different perspective, and it's like, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. Why are we as men so desperate? I've said this countless times before. I've said this, that women and lust are our biggest weakness. Women and lust are our biggest weakness. You are living paycheck to paycheck, and a woman you just met because she's attractive, you gave her every dime. You're not in a relationship with her. You just met her. There's no guarantee of anything. Right? These are the type of men, right? These are the type of men that will give you every single dime you have, every single dime he has. A woman will then take it, ignore him, move on. Then he will go online and complain, women are gold diggers, women are disgusting, women are this, women are that, women are whole. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Who forced you? Who forced you to do what you're doing? Like, who forced you to drain your bank account for a woman you don't know? For a woman that has no loyalty to you, no ties to you. And this is why I promote accountability. I promote accountability above all else. You were so desperate to impress a woman, to get a woman to be interested in you, that you were stupid to drain your bank account for someone that you don't know. I saw there was a video I did a while back of a man giving an OF model 10K for a hug and a photo op. She took that money and went on a vacation with her boyfriend. We as men are so desperate. We're so desperate. We are like, and that is our biggest weakness. So instead of, you know what, stacking our money up, right? Being a better man, being a financially stable man, right? The 10K or however much money you send to that woman, save it, budget, invest it, use whatever money to improve yourself mentally, physically, right? Financially, right? Be a better man for a potential woman that would value you, that would want to be with you. Because now, the man that used 10K, the man that drained his bank account, if even a woman was interested in him, he can't give shit to her because he just used all his money. It's like, a lot of us has to stop blaming other people, right? We have to stop blaming other people for our actions. This is why I've always said, I believe 100% accountability. Whatever other people do, that's what they do. This is why I don't blame her, right? She takes it. It's a fucking lesson he has to learn. I am really tired of how desperate us as men are. I know I'm saying it a lot, but it's just, it can't be said enough. It can't be said enough. We're so desperate, we get played, and then we come on here and complain about women. How's that make things better? Right? Oh my God, she played me. She took my money. She took all my money. Oh, women are this, women are that. Well, why did you give her all your money? Were you in a relationship with her? Did she actually prove this? You know, trust, love, all that stuff. It has to be earned. You don't just deserve something. Okay? Stop. I really hate things that people think, oh, I deserve this, I deserve that. Or she deserved this, she deserved that. Why?
As a man, if I had a badass bitch in my phone, I would be licking the screen and responding within 20 seconds. I work 70 hours a week. I still find time to respond immediately to people as soon as they hit up my phone. You guys, the nonchalant epidemic of 2025 has you guys in such a princess chokehold. Like, what's next? Do you guys want to be pillow princesses next?
You know, a lot of times when I listen to women's takes, it's just, I always think this, right? I saw a comment that said, if women were men, they would be incels. If women were men, they would be exactly the men that they hate. Licking the screen, it's like, you're saying men to be desperate, needy. You want, this is the thing where I don't know who coined the term, right? Who made the term, like love bombing. It's like someone who's desperate, someone who's constantly thinking about you, someone who would ignore everything, drop everything just to focus on you. Women hate that shit, or at least they say it, right? They like, you know, they would friend zone the men that would give them everything. They hate love bombing, right? They made it a thing. They hate men that would be obsessive about them. Stalking much, right? It's like this is something that I find women funny. When women say things, oh, men should do this, men should do that, you literally tell men to do things that you wouldn't really be attracted to. Okay? A lot of women don't realize that what you like in a man isn't because necessarily, right? Necessarily what he do. I'm not saying necessarily, okay? Like how obsessive he is with you, how he would drop everything for you, all this stuff. You like him because you're attracted to him. You find him attractive. Because I believe a lot of women would want these kind of obsessive traits in a man that she's attracted to. Okay? Because attraction is what gets you in the door. Imagine, this is the thing, if she wasn't attracted to the man, all the things that she said, right, lick the phone and drop everything, is like, she would pretty much say he's a creep. He's a creep, he's a desperate creep. So this is the thing where a lot of women don't realize, you're telling men to, oh, do this, do that. No, because even a man that you're attracted to, you'll be fine if he didn't do these. right? You'd be fine with you didn't do any of the things that women advise men to do because you wanted him, you are attracted to him. I've said this before. If women are attracted to said men, she would do everything in her power to make it easy for him, to make it so easy for him so he can get a relationship from her. If she's attracted to him, women have proven it time and time again. If she's attracted, I mean, and I'm not saying just like she thinks you're good looking. No, she generally wants you, right? If she wants you, she's like, God damn, I want that man. She will make everything easy. She will go on a coffee date with you. She will give you the drawers that night. She will give you the panties that night. Okay? You don't have to lick the phone for her. You don't have to love bomb her. You don't have to sim for her. You don't have to do nothing. Because she will make it easy so you can get with her. This is why women's take is just kind of ridiculous. Because, like I said, none of the things women say will work unless she's attracted to you. If she's not attracted to you, she could say what. There's nothing you can do. Right? There's very little things you can do. So, yeah. I want to say this, right? That I hate it when the internet shit on men so much. I really do. I really do. I hate it when women shit on men so much because at the end of the day, all men ask for is just someone to love them. All men ask for, really, is just someone to love them. Someone to actually want to be with them. Men will sacrifice everything and everything. Everything and anything. Men will sacrifice their own happiness, their own principles, their own boundaries, whatever, for the happiness of his woman. You know, we always get these things, these think pieces from women, and yet, you know, I just hate it because when you actually look at it, men will not leave marriages, not because, oh, whatever fucking things you want to say. You don't realize that these men love these women. It's like, I always feel like, and men are more romantic, right? Men are the romantic ones. Men are the ones that will love unconditionally. Men are the ones that would give you everything they can give you. And yet, it's like we have to build a narrative to shit on men. You know, here's the thing when you call, oh, coffee dates, 50-50, all this shit, just to shit on men. When, in all honesty, you know, women don't realize that they're the root of shit. They're the root of it. Men didn't change chivalry, being a gentleman, paying for dates, providing. Men didn't change that, right? Men didn't change that status quo. Women did. I mean, like, this is the thing where every time I've gone on a date, never once has a woman paid for me. I've always paid for all my dates. But it's like, what do women think, right? When they go online and say, I want a rich man, I either want a rich man or an attractive man. Women put no effort into dating. Women put no effort into liking men. Women divorce men so easily. Women divorce men predominantly. It's like women don't realize that they have built the current dating market. So whatever results you see, right, whatever talking points women have, well, that's your fucking fault. That's your fault. Men have not changed. Okay? Out of the two genders, it is women who have changed. The thing is that men are adapting to it. Men did not change. They were the same how they were before, right? How you knew about chivalry, how you knew about being a gentleman, how you knew about, you know, paying for dates, the traditional norms, the traditional gender roles. Men were doing it. Men were doing it. Men didn't complain about it. But it's women. Women came to society and complained. I want to be equal. Well, then I want to be equal. I don't need you. Men are trash. All this stuff is like, what do you think that would have been the results of said actions by women? What you see now, okay? It's not that men don't want to provide for women. It's not men don't want to, you know, love on women unconditionally. It's not men don't want to do certain things. It's that women treat men like shit, so men adapt. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just ranting, right? It's just seeing a video like that, you know. If you leave men to their devices, men are more easily fall into gender norms, gender roles, because men know what it is, right? Men know that this is how it is. But the problem is, women don't leave men to their own devices. They are really just, I don't know. Seeing that video like that, it's just, you know, I don't know.
Why are you single? I'm not really interested in men that talk to 6 women, sleep with 4, use 2, and think they're the one.
Sometimes I wish women would be actually honest. So the men you're attracted to don't fit your standards, okay? Don't fit your morality standards. But the men that do fit your morality standards, fit your standards, you're not attracted to. That's it. Okay, it's about attraction. Because you gotta think, women like this, they're talking about the ones they're attracted to, right? Oh, he has so many women. He does. Well, guess how he got it? He's attractive. Women are attracted to him. You are attracted to him, but he doesn't fit your morality standards. Yet the men that would, there are plenty of men that will fit women's morality standards. Men that will not cheat. Men that will not lie, abuse, whatever. Women will find those men. But what's wrong? Why you're still single? She's not attracted to those men. So this is why I've said this before. Where I have no sympathy for women. You can find the man you want. There's just always a problem with it, right? You're either not attracted to him, or you're attracted to him, but you don't want him, right? Or you can't keep him, or essentially you can't keep him, or all this. It's like I think this is what a lot of women are suffering from right now, is perfection. Okay, perfection. They want to build a man. It's a man that you are attracted to in every way possible, right? Looks, genetics, charm, personality, morality, wealth. Yeah, but what will never change is that you can't find him. You're not gonna find him. I find it weird when, I don't know, back when I was younger, I'm old, we understood that no one's perfect. But why are we seeing it more and more where a lot of women, I'm not saying all women, I would say particularly women online, right? Comment sections, videos, stuff like that. These women want perfect men. They want perfect men. There's no doubt about it. Everything they say, oh my God, exactly what she said. She wanted a man that's attractive, right? That can get women, but don't want women. He's morally sound. I'm not saying that's impossible, right? But it will be hard, because think about this: even if a woman can't find a man that's attractive and morally sound, he's probably awkward, or he's probably broke, right? So there's always a red flag that will eliminate him to her. Women constantly are finding red flags in men, but that just shows you that they want perfection. They want perfection. No man is good enough. It's just that's why studies have shown by 2030. That is probably part of the reason why more women than ever will be single and childless. It is what it is.
I'm funny, I'm pretty, I have a gigantic, and nobody wants this. And you know what? That's okay.
So I want to say something that it's not necessarily, I'm talking in general, not necessarily about her. But I think this is a thing where I think a lot of women are dishonest. Where, one, they think that they're better than what they are. Right? I think a lot of women are very egotistical. Like, oh my God, I'm like, for example, I'm a 7, I'm an 8, I'm a 9. But in reality, you're a 4 or a 5 at best, right? Average. But a lot of women thinking that they're above average. So they overestimate their attraction level, or, who they should get. And I think another dishonesty is that I honestly believe that a lot of these women are lying. That the actual truth is that it's not that no one wants you. No one that you want wants you. Okay? No one that you want is going after you. That is the more honest, right? That's the more honest take, because I think a lot of women are lying, because I think majority of women, not all women, there may be some, but I think majority of women, there is a man that's going after you, that's talking to you, that was showing interest, that's trying to be friendly, that's DM'd you, messaged you on dating apps, whatever. You just wasn't interested. He was invisible to you. You ignored him. You ghosted him. You didn't show. You weren't that interested. Whatever. I think there's plenty. By what I've seen, is that most women have lots of options. The issue is that most women have options that they don't want, because by dating statistics, most women find most men unattractive, and you can see that in the world. In my opinion, you can see that where a lot of women aren't interested in a lot of guys. It's very, very select few. They're interested in a very select few. This is why I find it funny too when women say, "Oh, men," whenever they make any kind of opinion piece. How can you mean men when, in my honest opinion, most men are invisible to you? You don't interact with most men. You ignore most men. So it's usually just a small percent of men that you even interact with, that you even talk to, that you could even see. Most men are invisible to most women. So I think a lot of women are dishonest, especially when they say, "Oh, where the good man act? No one approaches me. I'm lonely. No one wants me." I'm like, no one you want wants you. That is what women are facing. That is the honest truth that a lot of women won't say, because I think a lot of women know they have options. Seriously, getting a man isn't hard. Getting a man that you want you, to commit to you, that's the harder thing.
I think the men are right because I stopped wearing makeup every day and started wearing my natural hair. And why is this the prettiest I've ever been? And I'm so serious. But I do love getting ready and looking put together, but this is still cute.
This is not necessarily about the video itself, but it's she said something that would be a great segue to a kind of, I guess, a controversial opinion, or just a not talked about opinion much, is that I believe women would benefit more than men from actually listening to men. Controversial opinion, right? I guess. I just feel like certain, I mean, and not all men, right? Men that are men that go about their information or their content where they're not so insulting, not so where you know where their basis is, right? You know where their the root of their argument is, or you know the person behind it. So what am I saying is, like, so there's some men, content creators, that just insult women to hold women accountable, or there's some men that, you know what, their purpose is purely to just hold women accountable for their actions and words, and to have logical takes, as logical as possible, right? Where they're not necessarily putting in how they feel necessarily. Sometimes that's the thing where, let me say, like what she said, right? Where there's so many men say that, you know what, you'll be more attractive, or it's not, the men are not desiring you to go above and beyond, right? Put on pounds of makeup, fake hair, fake lashes, fake nails, BBLs, boob jobs, all that stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that you want to attract men with it, but I'm saying that you're better off not doing it, because one, it's also damaging to your, I think, in my opinion, your mental, right? Your self-esteem, your insecurities. I think it's damaging anyway. I don't think that's healthy for you mentally, definitely not physically. And also, a lot of men will think that, I'd rather know that I'm loving you for you than loving you for an image that you portray once in a blue moon, right? Like with makeup, where women don't wear makeup when they go to sleep, or have makeup when they're walking around the house. No, only when, like, maybe they're going outside, or maybe, when they're once in a blue moon they go out. So the men would rather love you or be attracted to you at your natural state, so they know what they are, what they will see when they wake up. So something like that, and I don't know. I just sometimes, me myself, when I give certain takes where I believe this is logical, this makes sense, I think that women will benefit from it more. But that's just my own point of view, because when you hear other women, right, giving advice or takes to other women, it's usually 100%, if not a high percentage, right? Just based on how you feel, right? Purely just based on how you feel. I mean, it's cool to inject how you feel sometimes, but when it's completely emotion, it's like, this really, unless you don't have that emotion, it doesn't make sense at all, right? It doesn't make sense. And usually, like I said in other videos, that if you can't apply this logic to other things, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, like saying that, oh, women should get with men that are attractive and rich. Okay, so would you be fine with when men say you should get with women that are I don't know, super young and low body count? It's like, it's okay for you to say one standard but not the other. So that's why, that's not the logical part, right? So that's what I'm thinking.